I just think I was never satisfied with where I was. Obviously, I know I can feel improvement happening, but just my hunger for wanting more.
Guess what? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the newly crowned All-Star guard, is guiding the Oklahoma City Thunder to unexpectedly awesome season. In less than 50 games, they've already blown past the expected wins predicted in Vegas. Shai's incredible skills are a big reason behind this success. He's not just good, he's gotten even better at playing efficiently and improving his overall game. His defense has reached new heights, helping the team get even more chances to score and also adding some easy points for himself. No wonder he's now proudly part of the All-Star lineup. He's made a massive impact on the Thunder's game this season. But that's not just his defense that's turning heads. Shai's offensive game is making it a nightmare for any team trying to stop him. His adaptability and the variety of ways he scores make it almost impossible for opponents to guess or stop his plays. What sets apart a top-notch scorer? This season, he's averaging 10.1 free throw attempts per game, and the cool part, he's nailing them at 91% success rate. It's 10% better than before, with 2.9 more attempts each game. His scoring has skyrocketed from 24.5 points per game to an impressive 31. That's a significant 5.2% increase in efficiency. Even though he's shooting 35.9% from downtown, he's only taking 2.73 point shots per game. That's the second lowest in his career, beaten only by his rookie season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander spent 1 year playing college basketball for the Kentucky Wildcats back in the day. In the 2018 NBA draft, he was initially selected as the 11th overall pick by the Charlotte Hornets, but was swiftly traded to the Los Angeles Clippers on the same night. Standing tall at 6'6", he's showing off some serious skills on the defensive end, with averages of 1.1 blocks and 1.7 steals per game. That's a significant improvement, with a 0.3 increase in blocks and a 0.4 bump in steals per game. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. Shai's not just about scoring. He's become a key player for the Oklahoma City Thunder by leveling up both his offensive and defensive game. He's gone from being on the fringe of All-Star consideration to building a jaw-dropping All-NBA resume. He's currently the fourth highest scorer in the league, right behind 3 MVP candidates. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's journey from a rising star to a serious awards contender is nothing short of extraordinary. Now let's talk about the connection between Gilgeous-Alexander and the legendary Chris Paul. Even though they only teamed up for a single season, this duo left an everlasting mark on each other. Their partnership kicked off in the 2019 offseason when they both landed with the Oklahoma City Thunder, traded for Paul George and Russell Westbrook. In a recent podcast episode called Point Forward, Chris Paul, who's practically a lock for the Hall of Fame, spilled the beans on just how much Shai Gilgeous-Alexander meant to him during their time together. Paul, sharing about his first year away from family, couldn't help but express deep gratitude for Gilgeous-Alexander. They bonded not just over their love for basketball, but also their shared commitment to family. Zooming into the present, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has transformed into one of the league's absolute best players, and a big part of this evolution is thanks to his time alongside Chris Paul. What's intriguing is that he's not just learning from Paul, he's using that knowledge against Paul's teams, proving the impact of mentorship in the NBA and the lasting influence of their shared journey in Oklahoma City. In the latest showdown between Chris Paul's Golden State Warriors and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's Oklahoma City Thunder, the young guard played a starring role in securing an overtime victory with 40 points, making 18 of 29 shots, an absolute standout performance that sealed a significant win. But it's not just about on-court heroics. When you look back at their time together, it's crystal clear that Gilgeous-Alexander and Paul built a bond that went beyond basketball. After one of the Thunder's games in San Francisco, Shai took the time to connect with Paul's family. The connection between Chris Paul and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't just a feel-good story. It translated into real success on the basketball court for the Thunder. They wrapped up the season with an impressive 44-28 record, snagging the 5th seed in the Western Conference. It was the Thunder's best win percentage since the 2015-16 season. Their teamwork pushed the 4th-seeded Houston Rockets to a 7-game series in the playoffs, ending in a tough loss that left fans heartbroken. But the story doesn't end there. After their time in the bubble, the Thunder traded Chris Paul to the Phoenix Suns. Paul played a crucial role in leading the Suns to their first NBA Finals appearance in nearly 3 decades. That's the kind of impact their time together had, not just on personal connections, but also on the positive influence they left on the teams they joined after their powerhouse partnership in Oklahoma City. As the Oklahoma City Thunder enter a rebuilding phase, they're not just rebuilding, they're showcasing the potential to become one of the most exciting teams in the NBA. Despite their transition, the Thunder's path is pointing towards a future filled with competitiveness and growth. Now, here's a twist in the tale. After what was assumed to be their final game against the Warriors, Chris Paul, now rocking the Phoenix Suns jersey, shared some valuable basketball wisdom with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The catch? This exchange happened under the belief that they had wrapped up their matchups for the season. Chris Paul, the seasoned basketball player, didn't just praise Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for his on-court talent, but also showered praises on his outstanding character. According to Paul, Shai isn't just a phenomenal player, he is an all-around exceptional person. Now let's look into the 2022-23 NBA season, where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander showed his incredible skills and earned some well-deserved recognition. On October 31, 2022, he snagged the NBA Western Conference Player of the Week for Week 2, his second career Player of the Week award. During that stellar week, he led the Oklahoma City Thunder to a flawless 3-0 record, showcasing averages of 31.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 7.7 assists. And the highlights just keep coming. On November 16, Shai tied his then career high with a stunning 42 points, including a game-winning 3-pointer, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in a 121-120 victory over the Washington Wizards. Fast forward to December 19, where he dropped 35 points, sealing the deal with a game winner in a thrilling 123-121 win against the Portland Trail Blazers. The show didn't stop there. In a close 128-125 overtime loss against the New Orleans Pelicans, Shai reached a career-high 44 points, along with 10 rebounds and 6 assists. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's trophy shelf got even more crowded as he clinched his first ever NBA All-Star Game selection, earning a spot as a reserve guard for the Western Conference. But it's not just about All-Star appearances. Shai made history by becoming only the second guard in NBA history after the legendary Michael Jordan to average 30 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 blocked shot while shooting over 50% from the field. Oh, and he's the youngest guard ever to achieve the 30 points on 50% shooting feat, breaking Michael Jordan's record. As the season wrapped up, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't just in the MVP conversation. He secured a solid 5th place finish in the NBA's most valuable player voting. And that's not all. He earned a spot on the All-NBA first team, cementing his status as one of the league's absolute best. Now let's talk about some of his unforgettable moments. On November 14, 2023, Shai put on a show, scoring 28 points and notching a career-high 7 steals in a convincing 123-87 victory over the San Antonio Spurs. This game marked his 5th consecutive outing with 25 points on 55% field goal shooting, setting a new record for the longest streak in Thunder franchise history. On November 18, 4 days later, he continued his impressive run, delivering a stellar performance with 40 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in a 130-123 overtime win against the Golden State Warriors. These back-to-back standout performances aren't just highlights. They're proof of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's undeniable impact as a key player for the Oklahoma City Thunder in the 2023 season. The Golden State Warriors? Well, they better brace themselves, because going up against Shai is like facing a hurricane. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is rewriting the history books for the Oklahoma City Thunder, scoring 25 points or more in 5 consecutive games, a feat never seen before in Thunder history. If you enjoyed this video and felt the excitement, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your fellow basketball enthusiasts, and most importantly, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more thrilling content. Your support means the world, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.